My daughter's teacher called to tell me she's been bringing lunch for the entire class every day. I thought Mrs. Blake was joking at first. Emma was only 7 and we weren't exactly rich. I packed her a simple sandwich, apple, and juice box every morning. Nothing fancy. Are you sure? I asked, confused. She's been sharing her lunch with 23 other kids? That's impossible. Well, not sharing exactly, Mrs. Blake said carefully. She's been bringing multiple lunches, full meals for everyone. The other teachers are starting to ask questions. My heart dropped. We'd been struggling since the divorce. I worked 2 jobs just to keep our tiny apartment. There was no way Emma had access to enough food to feed an entire classroom. I'll pick her up early today, I said, already grabbing my keys. When I got to school, I found Emma in the hallway with her backpack open. Inside were 24 perfectly packed lunches. Sandwiches cut into fun shapes, little bags of crackers, fruit cups, even those expensive juice pouches I never bought. My daughter looked up at me with tears in her eyes. I'm not in trouble, am I? Where did you get all this food, sweetheart? She bit her lip. From Daddy's house. He has a really big kitchen now with lots of food. His new wife Kelly makes me help pack lunches on Sunday nights when I visit. She said it was for my school friends, but I thought she meant to bring them to school. I felt sick. My ex-husband had remarried this woman with money, and apparently they'd been sending Emma back to me with enough food to feed an army. But Emma didn't understand. She thought she was supposed to give it all away. Kelly said kids at school might be hungry like we used to be at our old house, Emma continued. She said sharing food is how we show we care about people. That last part hit me like a truck. Kelly knew about our financial struggles. She knew Emma sometimes came home from her dad's weekend visits talking about being hungry, and instead of telling me directly, she'd found this weird way to help through Emma. I called my ex that night after Emma went to bed. Did you know your wife has been sending enough food for Emma's entire class? What? No way. Kelly just said she was packing Emma extra snacks. 24 full lunches, Mike, every day for 2 weeks. There was silence. Then I heard him talking to Kelly in the background. When he came back, his voice was different. She said she didn't want Emma to feel different from the other kids. Some of them don't have lunches. That's not her call to make. I know, but maybe we should talk about this in person. The next day, Kelly showed up at my work during my lunch break. She was nervous, playing with her wedding ring. I'm sorry, she said immediately. I should have asked you first, but Emma kept talking about kids at school who were hungry, and I just wanted to help. I stared at her, this woman who had everything I couldn't give Emma. You made my daughter think she had to feed everyone. No, that's not what I meant to do. Kelly looked genuinely upset. I told her the lunches were for friends at school. I thought she'd maybe share with 1 or 2 kids who forgot their lunch. I didn't realize she was giving everything away and eating nothing herself. That stopped me cold. What do you mean eating nothing? The teacher called Mike yesterday too. Emma hasn't eaten lunch in 2 weeks. She gives everything away and then sits there with an empty stomach. I felt like the worst mother in the world. My daughter had been starving herself to feed other kids because she thought that's what she was supposed to do. When I picked Emma up that day, I knelt down to her level. Baby, you know you're supposed to eat your own lunch, right? She nodded. But some kids don't have any food. And Kelly said sharing is caring. Kelly's right about sharing, but you have to eat too. You can't take care of other people if you don't take care of yourself first. Emma thought about this seriously. So I can share some of my lunch, but not all of it? Exactly. That weekend, Mike, Kelly, Emma, and I all sat down together. It was awkward as hell, but we figured out a plan. Kelly would pack Emma a normal lunch plus a few extra items to share with kids who needed it. And if there were kids who consistently didn't have lunch, we'd talk to the school about it properly. 6 months later, Emma started a lunch buddy program at school, where kids could anonymously request help if they forgot their lunch or couldn't afford one. Kelly helped organize it, and even I contributed when I could.